Digitalsmiths is a metadata company that creates, aggregates, and distributes metadata along with video. So we would partner and work with existing distribution systems like some of the ones you mentioned, but we can also combine that with our own existing platform so that you not only can get an asset from A to Z, but you can intelligently wrap it with metadata, and we can tell you very deep information about that asset. So who's in scenes, what they say, where things take place, even objects, products, all sorts of information, as well as rights information. So where is an asset not allowed to go, where can it go, when can it go, is music cleared, is it not cleared, all sorts of information to help make that asset and that publishing process an intelligent one.
And your customers are primarily media companies like Warner Brothers and TMZ. Who else are you working with, and what are you doing for them?
Yeah, so we primarily work with major media companies, Tier 1 studios like Warner Brothers, Paramount, Telepictures, you mentioned TMZ, a lot of the individual TV shows like Ellen DeGeneres, Tyra Banks, and then a lot of the network sites like the WB.com as an example. For Paramount, it's a unique opportunity in their film library where the initial thing that they've done is created a blueprint of all of their film assets using VideoSense, which is our core product, so that they know all of this time-based information and metadata, and they've leveraged that now to create a completely automated clip fulfillment portal for B2B licensees. So people who want to license their content and get clips about the content purely on a business side, not for consumers at this point, can go in, find that content, fulfill that content, and have it delivered to them with exactly the clip they want. No more sort of predefined clips in and out. You have to take what the studio says you can take. Now it's what you want, how you want it, delivered the way you want it.
And that deal is quite recent. When did it go live?
So it officially launched in November, so we're about 30 days in, and definitely proud to say that the first order exceeded anything that Paramount had thought was going to be in the system, and the volumes are quite good right now.
So what are you doing here at the show? You've got a technology demonstration with Microsoft. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so Microsoft is expanding their Silverlight movies product and adding interactivity to it, so that when you're watching a movie, it's not just a static environment. It really allows the consumer to get inside the movie, if you will, and say, I want to find out more about a character or an actor or objects or scenes, locations, and Microsoft has done some really innovative things with making movie clickable and people and places and objects clickable, and linking that to their technologies like Bing and others to, again, make it a very immersive, enhanced experience. And they're doing a demo in their booth. Really excited to be part of that, and right now it's a technology-only demo, not something that you can go by, but you know, more announcements to come. Stay tuned.
What else is on tap for you this year? You've got your VideoSense product, and that's basically the core Digitalsmiths product that media companies are using. What sort of evolutions or iterations do you anticipate from the product this year that you can talk about?
One of the big things we just released, in addition to the core, like you mentioned, is our service that's specifically geared at news and sports, so that not only can a episodic television or a feature film go in and utilize MetaFrame, which is the metadata part of VideoSense, but now news content can do that. And the big difference there is that you're taking a long show and clipping it up into very small segments, you know, 1-minute news story, 30-second news story, and it can all be done in a highly automated way with metadata attached to it. So it's a robust capture capability within the news environment to publishing with all of that metadata, and applying that to things like news and sports that are more current, live, temporal than what a episodic or a feature film might be.
And who do you anticipate using that?
We've actually recently signed a deal that we're getting ready to announce with another studio, so stay tuned, but we have many local news stations around the country that are already going live on the system now, and we should have more information soon.
And finally, how do you make money? Is this a license fee business? How does it work?
Well, currently, we think that the smartest way for us to make money is to align ourselves with the customer's revenue stream. So we make money when they make money, not by revenue share, but by correlating our fees to the volume that they get in traffic. So the more usage, the more people who view content from them, then we generate revenue from that. So essentially it is a licensing and usage fee, very much a SaaS platform type fee as well.
And final question for you, is there the potential with the Paramount deal for that to become a consumer application as well? I know right now it's a B2B play. A story in the New York Times that it might become a consumer application. Is that really going to happen?
Yes, inquiring minds want to know. I think that there's every intent to figure out ways of opening the library for consumers so that consumers can come in, interact, take all of that rights information that needs to be baked into the process, and give the consumer control to do really unique things with the content. So again, some interesting things in the works on their end, and to be announced soon.
Thank you, Ben, for joining us.
Thank you, I appreciate it.